The Ullyxr Collective is now building not one, not two, but three Terminal Deluge class Titans. Need I tell you what's going down in this episode? Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Toxoids in our Heralds of the Dark Nova series. So this is the Guartan shipyard and Titan yard, where three Titans are currently being built, more or less concurrently. Not exactly concurrently, but concurrently enough. So we're going to keep things on speed 2 as we move through the process of these Titans being finished up. And also we're going to continue to pay attention to whatever additional production requirements might be met by improving our planets as needed. Alright, looks like we just finished... Which resource did we just finish? Resources from jobs plus 5%, so that's going to come in very handy right now. We've got a couple of options here. I'm going to go ahead and research the hydroponics farm because it's going to be done in 2 months. And we might get some more interesting options for doing that. Meanwhile, I'm going to make sure the outliner, for the most part, stays focused on the Guartan station so that we can see how close those are to being done. Don't want to feel like we're watching paint dry. We've got other stuff to do, but we can at least see how that progress is looking whenever I'm back on that screen. Yeah, the main systems are all fully improved. Nothing else to build at the moment. See? Better options. So the auto-curating vault is probably a good option for me at this point. Let's go ahead and do that. Like, very soon, I don't think I'm going to sell anything to get there, but very soon I'm going to be able to start the terraforming processes in our core sectors as well. We've been sitting on those for quite a while getting our fleets built up, but now that these Titans are almost done, keep an eye on that. That's not as much of a concern anymore. I will be using some of my alloys that are building up in order to improve my stations, because I still have several that should be citadels that are not. Especially the Vendemiatrix station, which is guarding a wormhole.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Once again, need more information than that game. Okay, so it looks like we needed one more battleship in the Shimmering Stratum. But with that being completed, looks like it's being built at the Ferrothon station, but the first Titan is almost halfway built. What are you? Oh, that's what it is. It's the enigmatic cache moving around visiting our various planets. So it just traveled through our hyper relay network, interestingly enough. Wow, it's hopping very quickly from system to system. Right, let's see, we have neutron launchers available now. That might require some upgrades. Which actually reminds me, since it's going to require some upgrades, let's take a look at our battleships again, because right now we have these. Yeah, see... I think for the artillery here, I would rather have... Let's go ahead and put a second laser there. And then we're going to put a spinal mount on the front and have a tachyon lance. Why the heck not? Changes the look of them somewhat, but that's okay. Now they'll need to be rebuilt. I'm going to send the order to all three fleets at once and hopefully not pay the price in the timing there. Let's see what else we can do in the meantime. Looks like additional food production might be warranted on a few planets. Or at least one planet. Sharin needs some additional... Let's go ahead and do some more alloys there too. They actually need the jobs. So I'll queue up some upgrades to make sure that happens. So those fleets have already arrived. That's how fast that process was. Having those Tachyon lenses in place should help this process go much faster. The Titans are currently... All right, let's see. It might be that they can't upgrade, let's see here, until the Titans are done building, which would be very annoying. I don't think they can. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is send them to... Where's the next shipyard that they can build, that they can upgrade at? So is it Farathon? Yeah, it's Farathon. So I'm going to send them here and then queue up the upgrades. This one will work just fine. There we go. And hopefully these will happen relatively quickly. The first Titan is almost done. Nice. The third one is the one that's farthest behind. It's interesting that it's letting me build 3 at once, though. I love that. And once the first one is built, the construction speed on the second, or the second and third one, really, but the third one especially should speed up. It may also be that it's not actually building any slower. It might just be the order in which I built them. It seems like it's keeping up.
Innovation rollout.
Okay, auto-curating vault is done. Starbase capacity +1. Ooh. I am going to go for the drone command center so that we can have access to that cheap technology. We're 4 months away from megastructure restoration, which means we're finally going to be able to choose a frickin' Ascension perk. We're going to be able to start doing some serious upgrading of our economy. Oh, wasn't expecting that to happen. Damage versus Starbase is +20%. Yeah. Yeah, in the off chance that helps us with the bases of the Great Tempest, I can't recall if it does or not, and it might not. They might not count as star bases. That is going to come in handy. All right, so I'm going to send 1 fleet back. I want to have as many of them in position as I can get. I have a lot of alloys now, so let me take a moment to set up here. Rivers Break, Standing Edge, Butte Purpose. Just making sure these all follow an approximate pattern. Also, we have this ion cannon platform now, which probably would be a good idea to build. Let's see if there's anything that I can improve here. I want to have some regenerative tissue in place. Yep. Let's have a little bit more actual neutronium armor, please. Actually, no. In this case, I think I like the idea of the crystal-infused plating, because crystal-infused plating just gives us additional hit points. It's not armor or shield. So it's like this is an improvement to all 3 major categories for the ion cannon. It's the glorious work. Work. There we go. Let me make sure everything is set up properly here. Yep. All right, so the artillery core is set up. This is a carrier. And then that's a line ship. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and build... How much space do you take up? Oh, apparently I can only build 1. I mean, okay, that's fine. All right, that looks like that might be all we're able to build. That's okay, though. I just want that station to be able to hold its own. Not only against the Great Tempest, but against everything else. All right, so they're heading back to the Hyper Relay Network now. Steam power. The primitive aliens on Urub Darfur have unlocked the secrets of the steam engine. This has revolutionized their society in more ways than one. Vehicles and machinery making use of this technology can already be seen in their cities, and the first few factories are appearing. The world would now be would appear to be on the brink of industrializing. Nice. They're moving along quite quickly.
Ships upgrade.
All right, so we've got another upgrade done. Let's head to the terminal egress station. All right, and these upgrades are almost done, so I'm just going to keep this fleet selected. I am seeing an additional cruiser here that shouldn't be there. So maybe there were some shenanigans. So we have one extra steely prospect. Did I scroll past the cruisers? Yes, I did. Yeah, so let's delete that. And there's also an additional...
Ships upgraded.
Wait a minute. Why are you saying... Okay, there we go. Yeah, it needed to be fixed there. Okay, things are better here now. So the main shenanigans that can occur, we might have talked about this in comments on a previous episode by now, but the main issue that can pop up when you are dealing with the auto building, I'm going to pause while I talk about this because holy crap. When the auto building through the fleet management interface occurs, if you upgrade ships at the same time that auto building issues are ordered or around the same time, that can sometimes confuse the building system because the builds that are currently being built are outdated relative to the ones that are available. And depending on how you order that, it can make the shipyards think that additional ships are required in order to meet the specs of the current fleet, which causes the overflow issue from time to time. And okay, good. We have access to megastructure restoration now. That came at quite a good time. Let me go ahead and research armored torpedoes. And now that we have that technology, I'm going to the Ascension perks. And there are a few that I can select. Mainly, I can select the Master Builders, so that megastructure builds happen 50% faster. Or I can go ahead and build the Colossus project. I'm going to go for the Master Builders for now, so that we can begin doing crazy things. And let's take a look at what options might be available to us. Oh yeah, we actually need to research the ability to build them first, but we're getting there. All right, let's send the final fleet there, and then how we doing on these? Nice. That looks like one ship now at this point, but it's three. It's 3 different progress bars combined into one. Titans will take a moment to travel, but it'll be worthwhile. That's 2 of 3. And we've got a good amount of alloys banked as well to meet any need that might emerge. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more food production going, just to make sure that stays nice and strong.
Research complete.
Okay. Mega shipyard. Ooh, all right, there's one of our first major wonders that we want to build. Question is, where do we build it? I might build it, to be honest, I might build it in Ferrothon, because we've already got a shipyard there. It's kind of out of the way. It does, we might even build it in Nithaskull, which is through this wormhole. I like the idea of having a major station through this wormhole. Governing ethics shift in the Democratic Tharboritan Mandate. Okay, don't care. How we doing elsewhere? Alright, so one of the Titans is done. Baal life seeding on Tarkstein is complete. More wish to join our collective. That also means I probably need... Oh, really? Oh, here we go, yeah. Now it says we have a bit of a shortage. That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and build some additional alloy production here. So I think the Spaceborne life form warning that we've been getting, that I've been kind of making fun of for the last several episodes, I'm pretty sure that's the enigmatic cache that's floating around. It's been visiting us for a while. All right, so the first Titan is on its way, which means that we should be seeing it come through the L gate any moment now. Yeah, 2 of the 3 are done. So let's zoom in, shall we? Moment of truth. Any moment now. Come on, Titan, we're ready. I'm so ready to kill the Grey Tempest. I mean, as I mentioned last episode, one of the reasons this has had so much build-up is that we've just had... We went into the L cluster much faster than I might have in other playthroughs because things had gone so well in the beginning. So in some ways, I've paid the price a little bit with just a few somewhat more monotonous episodes here of getting through this part of the game. And there we go. Didn't quite appear through the L gate, but there's our first Titan. The other one's probably right behind it. 10.4k strength in one ship. That is absurd. Alright, so the embedded stratum has the first Titan. It's now at 71.3k. It's almost as strong as this station itself. This ion cannon is about to finish building too, so check this out. Speaking of speed jumps, or strength jumps, 79.4 to 86.8. Holy crap. Now, why is that Titan not as strong? That's interesting. A resolution has been passed. Repeal minor military sanctions. Okay. As soon as these 3 Titans have arrived, we are just going to annihilate the Grey Tempest. And it's going to be great. So, why have we not formed the Galactic Council yet? That's what I want to know. We don't have any more envoys. And we haven't formed the council yet. We're just... I think several other various measures have gotten front-loaded somehow. Are all 3 Titans present? No, we're still waiting on the 3rd. Let's take a look at the planets in the meantime. Oh, you know what we can do? Holy crap, we can do it now. We can do it now. Before we annihilate those guys, let's go ahead and... also... Okay, I don't currently have the... Yeah. I don't have the exotic gases output to use terraforming gases. So terraforming is going to be slow, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. We're going to terraform this to an alpine world. Terraform this to an alpine world. And that's most of our energy. Notice, by the way, how much additional alloys we have. We're in very good shape, alloy-wise. All right, and that's enough for the final tomb world. Where are you? There were 3 or 4 tomb worlds altogether. Yeah, here it is. So let's terraform you to an alpine world. Perfect. That's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Specifically, it's going to take 7,200 days. So that's like a 30-year process. I could apply that edict at any point if my production of those resources does improve. But I'm not going to worry about that for the time being. Some additional jobs needed on this planet, but we don't really have the ability to build anything else. So I do have a... what's it called? I have the transit hub set up. So let me see if maybe it's a species right that needs to be set up. Migration controls, no migration controls. So you should... Let's look at policies. Diplomatic stance is expansionist. I haven't changed philosophies for a while. War philosophy is currently set to unrestricted wars. Subjugation war terms is oppressive vassalage. Orbital bombardment is indiscriminate. Native interference is unrestricted. Native enlightenment is prohibited. First contact protocol is cautious. Initial border status is closed. Production policy, balanced production. Yeah. You can research debris. Purging is allowed. Okay, so there are no policies that relate to how species can move around. So I'm hoping that those unemployed pops just will go to a place where they're more needed on their own. Okay, anti-gravity engineering. I think that is probably one of the most important things I could do right now. Although the orbital ring, let's research that, because that appears to have additional technologies that unlock as a consequence of having that tech. So it seems like maybe I should be going for that a little bit sooner than I've already set it up. We have 10k alloys now. All right, I do need to upgrade my ships, unfortunately. So we're going to let these upgrades happen. It's not going to take particularly long. The Bellimacosan Star Imperium, the Vivisandian, the Aetherian Nation, and the Triac Corporate Authority seem to be doing okay. Also, this machine uprising hasn't...
Hostile fleet rumble.
Oh, hang on. All right, let's see how this station here holds its own. I'll have the fleet return.
Starbase under attack.
What are you doing?
Geological surveyor
What?
shattered.
Why did that happen? That science ship just flew straight toward the enemy fleet. Did I have it set to passive? Okay, that wasn't my archaeologist, thank God. I don't know why that happened. What the crap? I was about to be so mad if that was my archaeologist, but I deliberately didn't bring my archaeologist in here. I think that was one that had improved, like, anomaly discovery chance. I don't know why that happened. I must have set him to passive and forgot about it. All right, so that's actually pretty good timing, because I would rather they came in and attacked me with some of their excess ships. There we go. We're already fully reinforced. Now I'm going to give the order to upgrade. We're doing okay platform-wise here. We didn't lose as many that time. I do not know why that happened with the science ship. That is blowing my mind. But we're going to get these upgrades done. Migration treaty proposals are going through like crazy. I wonder why all these migration treaties are happening. It's all with the Triac Corporate Alliance. That's very interesting. They must have had a change in their philosophy somehow. All right, so we're jumping to the Guardian Station. And this time, since we're not building anything, they'll be able to do those upgrades very quickly. All right, so let's make sure my other science ships are set to evasive. They are. I have one in Thrud. None of my science ships are actually in my territory. So one thing I need to do, I've lost some science ships. Let me just go to the Omen shipyard here, and we're going to queue up 3 more science ships. The Miravandian Reavers are demanding tribute. Yeah, good luck with that. I dare you to come attack me. I frickin' dare you. We're going to say no to that. Okay, so that was fast. Oh wait, no. Let's... Alright, now we're done. Oh, no, these aren't quite done yet. A few other techs must have finished while those upgrades were happening. Yep, they did. And they're taking more than just a couple of seconds, so whatever they were... Wonder what finished. What tech just came through? Armor torpedoes? I thought I had that before I sent them back to research. Oh well. Or to upgrade.
Ships upgraded.
Right, come back. Yeah, that really happened with good timing, to be completely honest.
Ships upgraded.
Reinforcements are arriving. We have a battleship being built in Farathon. And now, before we do anything to end this episode, I am absolutely going to go say hello to our friends. And by friends, I mean mortal enemies. Hang on, let's go ahead and delete these. These deep sinkholes will give us additional expansion room on this planet. Eskrick, you need... Oh, wow. Yeah, you need a hive district, because you appear to have some stability issues. Yeah, the overall power of a single one of our fleets now is significantly greater than that of the Grey Tempest. We're even, as a combined unit, we're more powerful than the Fallen Empire fleet now, and we have a lot more ships than they do, and more Titans. So, first attack of several. Let me also, before I pause game, what you doing? Thank you. I've got these additional science ships. Let's go ahead and hire some researchers for them. Not really any particularly great traits. All right, so what we're going to do is have them hang out. I think what I'll do, actually, I've already fully surveyed those worlds. I'm going to have them come to Terminal Egress and just hang out. All of them are set to evasive. So I just want them to be in the system. All right, we are traveling to Polben Kier. This will be our first of several combats. We'll see how quickly we can do this. One of the key things is that we have so many extra alloys now that even as we lose ships, we can stay on the warpath. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and order up the reinforcements. Yeah, see, we're still above 10k. And the reinforcements have been queued. So one thing I definitely want to do is have a science ship visit there. And then you'll probably have to come right back. All right, tell you what, let's go ahead and hit the Hithram system as well. Ah, I've been waiting so long for this. And it's so great to see the fleet just absolutely annihilating. They're also automatically repairing, remember that. All right, we have the orbital ring researched. That's great news. Battleship build cost and build speed improvement, yeah. Also, exotic gas refineries, probably I'm way behind on getting those done. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that so that we have the ability to artificially produce gas, because that, I think, is one resource we've been struggling to keep up. How are we doing on defenses? Yeah, we're fine. I don't want to use my alloys yet, because if I get into a bad fight, I just want to be able to rebuild. Also, it does look like there are... Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Get out. Why are my borders open to you? Get out. Thank you. I was like, what the hell? How are you here? I don't know why my borders are open to them. I must have done that a long time ago and forgotten about it. All right, so lost a few ships here. Already at full strength. Nice and fast. Now we just need to wait on that science ship and we can attack that system. All right. All right, get out, get out, get out. Ah, damn, we lost him. All right. Well, hopefully we didn't lose... Yeah, we didn't lose our main scientist. I'm going to bring the archaeologist back a bit, because that's the one that we want to investigate the rubricator when it's time. But now we have access to that system, and that's what matters. So we're going to clear that. I'm going to go visit Quinaga. Yeah, this is actually going very fast. The final system might take a little bit longer. By the way, since you've seen how long this has taken, perhaps there's a little bit more context now for that frustrated wail, that angry growl that I let out when it was the Great Tempest that emerged, because I knew that I was going for this kind of gambit where I was going for the L cluster quite early, and I knew that by doing that, there was the risk of running into the Great Tempest, and I would have to build up the strength to fight them. But I wanted to see if maybe I could get into the L cluster and just secure it a little bit more easily. So, you know, lessons were learned. Let me... Alright, I don't want to do anything with you. Survey system. Survey system. Survey system. So we're going to start investigating those systems while our fleets clear out here. We already have reinforcements inbound. You can see some of them moving here. That tiny little indicator there, that shows you that there's more ships coming.
Rocket new tech.
Exotic gas refineries are done. Good. Reactive armor. Ooh, hello. That's new. I've never seen that before. Is that something that we're getting from these guys? Or what is it? Okay, so now the question is... Hang on, let me... I don't think I actually need to send the ships back to repair because they're repairing themselves and they're mostly in good shape. So I'm just going to give them a moment to finish repairing up.
Corrected. Anomaly found.
Leave that be for now. We're going to worry about anomalies once we've completely cleared this area out. I can definitely go ahead and start claiming these systems. Long time coming. Alright, you know what? I'm sending them. Oh, we need a science ship to go. Hold on. Tell you what. Before you survey all of that... Yeah, before you survey Vestalis, why don't you come... survey there. Yeah, what I'll do is just have that ship survey both systems. This science ship. Yeah, ships are slowly repairing up. Alright, I need you to go there and then come back and then go here. So that the science ship will very likely die when I send it to the main system, because there's going to be a lot of Great Tempest there.
Rolling away from enemy fleet.
Don't die. Don't die. Got away. Good. All right, survey the system. Let's go annihilate them. God, this is such a good track. Gonna keep things going for a second here. I know I just joked at the end of the last episode. Let's keep them short. Make sure I stay within the time limit. But no, in this case, we are absolutely going to finish off the Great Tempest. We've been building towards this for far too many episodes. So we're going to give ourselves the satisfaction of watching these guys just die horribly. Yeah, you can tell the Titans are really making a huge difference. All right, let's go ahead and rebuild those ships. All right, so it looks like, yeah, there's a lot going on there. So I'm going to send these ships back to Quinaga, and we're going to wait just a moment for their armor and hull strength to mostly recover. I think I'll be good, though. All right, so why don't you go ahead and survey there, and then survey there.
Blocker cleared.
Oh, this feels great. Holy crap, this is so satisfying to finally be doing this. All right. You can see our military ships coming through slowly but surely. That starbase is being built. That starbase is being built. We used more influence than we needed to in order to build the Soteria starbase, but it's okay.
Innovation rollout.
What's this? Ooh, reactive armor. I don't even know what that does. But I'll take it. Let's go ahead and research the top tier Gauss cannons. Because again, I feel like some of the tech that we've gained access to... I'll build a hyper relay too. I feel like some of the tech that we've gained access to actually
System survey complete.
is locked behind the top tier techs. All right, so that particular scientist is now going to check out the STELLARIS. Very good. Build a mining station and a hyper relay. Okay, I think we're ready. I am down some battleships. What's this? Kelazon Enlightened Kingdom is now a vassal under the Ullyxr Collective. Okay, yeah, so they're getting more powerful again. All right, you know another thing I'm going to do now, since I have so much advanced technology? I've got a research agreement with... A holding can be constructed by the Overlord on one of the subject's planets. Oh. Hold on. Glad I discovered this. So we can build ministries. So aid workers produce amenities for the subject and unity for the overlord. Let's just be in character and do administrative extraction. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, so this is part of the agreements tab. I could potentially negotiate for additional holdings, but let's take a look at our agreements that we have at the moment. We have a research agreement with the Grothian Compact. We're going to break this. Sorry. Although we will establish an embassy with you, since you have secret fealty to us. All right, good. They've accepted the embassy. All right. I think I'm more or less ready here. Hang on. They already have a construction ship on the way to... They're going to Vestalis, so why don't you just go to Polden Kier?
Accretion complete.
I can see additional reinforcements arriving. All right, let's go ahead and do this. This is the Altheca system. All right, we pretty much just need to jump in here. I'm going to order them to keep a distance, and we'll see how this goes. There's another battleship arriving. Good timing. Tell you what, I'm going to have them wait for that battleship to join so that it's not lagging behind. I'd rather that battleship be present. Oh, good. There's some additional reinforcements showing up right now. Good timing, guys. Okay. Now... And let's go. 3, 2, 1, jump. Speed 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot of them. That is a lot of them. That is a great many Grey Tempest fleets.
Fleet destroyed. Blocker cleared. System survey complete.
Oh boy.
Accretion
We've lost a lot of battleships. This is actually not going very well. So we've had to retreat for the most part. Yep. It looks like we lost the combat. Wow. Okay, so we did a ton of damage to them, but they might be able to rebuild after that. So the question is... I mean, I can rebuild too. They're going to return in just a few months. And I'm going to stop this episode here because that was unexpectedly challenging. Part of me wishes... I wonder if I could... No, all of the fleets are set to take point already, so the Hothrod and Archivist are going to do what they want. Okay, this could get dicey, because we're building these hyper relays. And they could decide to hit our systems while we are just kind of hanging out. Yeah. I'm going to stop this one here. In the next one, we are going to lick our wounds and hit back as hard and as fast as we can. I think I might be able to expand the size of some of the fleets. And we did do a lot of damage. So as long as we can get back to them before they rebuild, then I think we'll be able to effectively defeat the Grey Tempest. Because the stations weren't a problem. It was the large kind of motherships that managed to annihilate most of the smaller ships in the fleet. So we need to rebuild as rapidly as we can and take out the motherships next, because most of the supporting ships are gone. So it's just a matter of racing them to the reconstruction and then being able to turn our attention back to destroying the rest of the galaxy now that the L cluster is finally almost within our grasp. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.